I'm here, it's your main man, her shine on Dr. Life. I'm here, it's your main man, her shine on Dr. Life. In our annual Hollywood Grail Fashion Weeks. Hollywood Grail Fashion Weeks. From December the 1st to December 21st. To take back from the world what they've taken from us. They've taken Dr. Martin Luther King. They've taken Malcolm X. They've taken Tupac Shakur. They've taken Biggie Smalls. They've taken Nipsey Hussle. They've taken our women. They've taken Beyonce. 99 problems. The industry told you, 99 problems. We got a problem with young queens coming out here and still entering into the original, in the beginning, marriage covenant. 99 problems. But what? Bewitched ain't one. A bewitched ain't one. A bewitched ain't one. You know they had the TV show Bewitched. The U.S. claimed that they founding fathers was a God-fearing nation, and all of everything that they pump, Harry Potter, Walt Disney World, Wizarding World, the Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, Lil Nas X, and his demonic same-sex hate. That ain't love. That's same-sex hate. Anytime you commit genetic suicide, anytime you allow individuals to cause you to commit genetic suicide, when God said, be fruitful and multiply, procreate, and you let them tell you, you evolve. And then they say, you're enlightened when you evolve towards the same sex that will go extinct. And no, it ain't true that same-sex couples can still have children. No, a person who's engaging in the original model is having a child and giving the child over to a black market. Any of y'all who have babies and aid these individuals in perpetuating a death style, they have chosen to go extinct, so let them. They have chosen to go the way of the Aztecs and the Incas. This is a battle for the image of God. God said he created us in the image. And he has an enemy that he's been fighting. And everything that God does, the enemy does opposite. So God said, I created you in my image, after my likeness created he them. And they said, there is no creation. It's a Big Bang theory. Every single component that God has ever said, they have said the opposite, and y'all agree. And y'all live y'all lifestyle based off of the challenger and the rebel. So the challenger and the rebel has never won. Do you know what a mirage is? A mirage is an illusion where you're in the desert and you're about to die and you're delusional. Everybody who enters into the idolatry and engages in the philosophy of the West and the religions of the West and the worship systems of the West, you're delusional with a mirage, but you're going to die the same death. In every age, it's just like with Floyd Money Mayweather. Floyd Money Mayweather has a perfect record. He has a perfect record. But in leading up to every fight, every challenger talks trash like somebody else beat him before. Like they got the secret to, listen, every age these rebels have come up with a new brand name to resurrect the rebellion. They come up with a new brand name because we can go and show you at every age when they resurrected this death style, we crushed it. So we're going to let them men go extinct. We're going to come get our queens. So for 21 days every year, we're going to end out the year and let y'all know that the true kings and queens of earth, we have enmity and separation. Nipsey Hussle told you, I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. The husband of Beyonce is so fake. Nas told you 28, 29, 30 years ago. You fake thug, no love, you get the slug. See before gusto. Your luck though. I didn't know till I was drunk though. You freak niggas played out. You freak niggas played out. Get raped and turned out. Prostitute turned hoe. I got the gauge out. He told you 30 years ago. And now everything that they do, they promote Lil Nas X to y'all niggas. And y'all run around here and act like that's a man? He said Rockefeller died of AIDS and that's who you named your company after? I rock women. Y'all rock fellas. The clown was exposed 30 years ago. And so because y'all keep choosing the death style, all of y'all lame men who have lost your manhood, we gonna expose. And any of you queens that want a true king, Samson was a true king who slaughtered these clowns. I'm gonna show you that today you dealing with the same Philistines that Samson slaughtered. David was a true king. And he slaughtered Philistines. Y'all got to understand, though, the number one way that they brought Samson down was they put a Philistine woman. First, they killed Samson's wife. His original wife, they killed her. Beyonce, you better listen up. Anybody in her camp, any women in the world, there is no success unless you get the bedrock of success right, the marriage covenant. Beyonce is proof. They can still enslave you if they control your unnatural desires of your heart. You are a slave. All right? So, Beyonce had a group called Destiny's Child. Nas got a daughter by the name of Destiny. My wife and I have a daughter by the name of Predestiny. ITB, Prevail, Predestiny. And to Beyonce and every woman who is a Destiny's Child. And to Nas's daughter named Destiny. Unless you're predestined. Romans 8 says, to those who are predestined are called. Those who he called, he sanctifies. What these rap niggas don't know. What niggas in the street don't know. Listen, I come from Trenton, New Jersey. The man that Jay-Z is following. The man that Jay-Z wrote his whole lifestyle off of. The Haven. Just go to any video about the Haven and ask him where they came. Jay-Z came to my city, to my people's high school in the 80s as a alien. You ain't bedrock. You ain't even the bedrock of Brooklyn, clown. You ain't even got sense to be a low life. He ain't even got, how you from Brooklyn and you don't even, come on, man. And all of y'all outside of the East Coast. The same way that y'all look at Saudi Arabia, the same way that y'all look at, what's the city? Dubai. Y'all act like Dubai is something. Yo, They in our home. Them lands is the Garden of Eden. The Midianites. The Midianites. The Vikings from Europe have come down and are impersonating the kings of Midian. The Assyrian kings of Midian. Moses' wife Zipporah. In the word of God, it calls her Ethiopia. That's the catchphrase for all of us from Cush. Because if you investigate the lineage of her father, his name is Jethro, the high priest of Midian. The mother of Midian is the mother of Sheba too. Keturah, Abraham's third woman in his life. Yeah, Abraham had 3 women. Y'all don't know nothing about this because these Vikings have erased Keturah, have erased Zipporah, and they give them Arab names so that they can go up into our homelands. Image is everything. See, when they erase your memory of your heritage and then they insert themselves, listen up. Instead of Nas and Beyonce, they have inserted Jay-Z and Kim Kardashian. Jay-Z is lifting up Kim Kardashian. Jay-Z is lifting. Go look at the album that he did, Holy Grail. He went to New York and he did a performance art performance. Did he have the queen? Did he have the queen? Nah. He went and got the whore, grandmother of Kim Kardashian. And he got a nerve. Then when Nipsey Hussle come out, and we all reject Jay-Z's fake image, now all of a sudden Jay-Z's supposed to, we saw Lemonade. Right after Holy Grail, when he was lifting up Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian is Becky too, by the way. They try and talk about her stylist. Listen, Jay-Z slept with Kim Kardashian, nigga. Kim Kardashian sleep with every nigga in Hollywood. What? Becky, that's why Beyonce don't want to have nothing to do with Kim Kardashian. Because Jay-Z slept with Kim. Jay-Z sleep with everybody, men and women. Nigga, he run with R. Kelly. After R. Kelly slept with a minor, this nigga Jay-Z was running behind the same minor. Then he did an album with him after he raped the girls and did the sex tape. Jay-Z come and do the best of both worlds. He telling you I'm with the same thing. All while having a man on his arm the whole time. Ta-ta. Huh? Go listen to King of New York. Did he put Beyonce in King of New York? No. Who he going to get? Alicia Keys. He ain't never repped Beyonce. Beyonce done built his whole career. The moment listen, and the young people ain't even mess with the nigga. Only why people mess with him is Beyonce. When you stop messing with him and you marry your true husband, Nas, which we gonna make sure it happen, the industry gonna cut his head off. They already done moved to Drake. Drake is the face of Sprite. Image is nothing. Thirst is everything. Obey your thirst. Image is nothing. Obey your thirst in the Sprite. Sprite is the unholy spirit of Molech. Molech is the owl. O-V-O. O-V-O is Molech, the skull and bones. They done already crowned the new heir. The only reason why Jay-Z is out here is to desecrate the queen that Beyonce is. So, we doing fashion weeks. My wife and I, we are the Slumdog Pavillionaires. Fake thug, no love. Slumdog Pavillionaires is a story about India is a slum and they human traffic girls and babies and making Devadasi child brides. From the time Beyonce came into the industry, they said they was gonna make Beyonce a child bride to one of their fallen demonic devils. His first album that he dropped that y'all love, The Evil Devils. He telling you straight up, he confessing. And when you do not put enmity and crush those spirits, you will always be enslaved, black people. That's what Europeans do. They give you a counterfeit image, and then when you accept the counterfeit image, they can enslave you. So, I'm here. It says Adam's Homes. The first and the last Adam. The king said, I am the beginning and the ending. I am the first and the last. I am the Alpha and the Omega. So here, in the heart of Florida, I'm going to show you. We're offering transitional housing. We taking whole families from the slums, and we flipping the slums by taking marriages. We're simply focusing on marriages. The Slumdog Havillionaires Matchmakers Service. The marital art of war. The Battle of Armageddon is the marital art of war. Ain't no Sun Tzu, son of God. The sons of God. Crushing the human zoos. Crushing the human zoos. And I'm going to show you. Queens. My daughter represents a queen. My daughter, Predestiny's Beauty, represents the queen, Yanenga, in West Africa. And I'm going to show you her story. And then I'm going to show you how clowns like Mansa Musa and the Kingdom of Mali are the same Philistines who killed Samson's first wife and then put a Delilah next to him. Nasty Nas. Nasty Nas album, King's Disease. We're going to tell you the story of our 30-year marriage, my wife and I. Nasty Nas. And everybody who know us know that in 1993, me and my right-hand man, Stillborn the Revelator, from Brooklyn, MCs, low lives, but instead of being not the 5% nation, we the 97% alien bedrock nation. Hip-hop was not started in the Bronx. Hip-hop was started in Trenton, New Jersey. Present-day hip-hop was started in Trenton, New Jersey by my mother, Beverly Webb. Just like Nas' father introduced him to jazz. At a school for the most high performing arts, right outside of Philadelphia, called Pond Forge Academy. My dad has a first cousin named Cynthia Mason. My mom was a double music major and early childhood development. So she went to school to teach us hip-hop, just like Juilliard copied King David's court of musicians. Juilliard copied King David. The same King David in the Word of God. I'm going to show you. My mom resurrected the King David's court. And we're going to show y'all how to, if you put your wedding band back together, it was a 40,000 piece wedding band. Juilliard. Y'all got producers from Juilliard. David had a 40,000 piece wedding band. When he got married to his wife, Bathsheba, the Queen of Sheba, which Beyonce and my wife and my mother and my grandparents represent. That Jay-Z and the whores that control him. Rick Rubin, Lawyer Cohen, Def Jam. Same whores that control. Puff Daddy. They've been bending these dudes over. They're shrine prostitutes. That's what a thuggy is. I'm going to show you in the movie Slumdog Millionaires. This is Hollywood Studios Fashion Weeks. So we take movies and we take the code. Nipsey Hussle told you, I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. Hollywood is full of black rap niggas that promote the image, the death style, Def Jams, Death Row. Walking Dead, Live Nation. So we gonna show you the code that they trying to imitate. Remember, Eve is the mother of the living. The USA is the upper room honeymoon of Shiloh's last Adam. What's the upper room honeymoon? Where the mother tongue of the living descended on her sons and they spoke hip hop. It says every nation was present and everybody heard in their own original mother of the living tongue. Higher than Babylon, higher than Pig Latin, higher than any Spanish Pig Latin, any French Pig Latin, any German Pig Latin, higher than any of these languages. The mother tongue of the living hip hop. Listen, this was a variation. This was the Son of God reinstituting David's 40-piece wedding band. He said, I will send you the comforter, my bride. And when his bride showed up, the mother of the living, they all went back to the original mother tongue, the songs that they sung. The song of Moses and the Lamb. This is an eternal song. The song of Moses and the Lamb. The redeemed sing a song that no man can sing. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. We taking back the images that Hollywood stole from you. We taking back the images that Broadway stole from you. We ain't Broadway. Broadway is the Broadway that leads to destruction. We are the narrow way that leads to life everlasting. So when we do our plays, when we write scores, we writing scores for the narrow way, not Broadway. Juilliard feeds Broadway. Broadway feeds Hollywood stars, Hollywood fallen stars. And Kim Kardashian is being lifted up by Hollywood and by fashion. Disrespecting the true queen. She prostituted herself to fame and fortune. That's what you gotta do to be a Babylonian. And I'm gonna show you that my wife is the archetype. And every queen, Beyonce included, Lauren London included, Lauryn Hill included. My daughters, I'm going to use my daughters and my wife as archetype and prototype and layup cycle type. And then the fullness of time type means over and over. It's a marathon. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. Fashion statement. This is a fashion statement of enmity. There's no union with these clowns. This is what it's called when it says it's unequally yoked. So for 21 days, we're going to expose, right? So I'm showing you. I'm going to show you. This is an open house. This is the headquarters for the Hollywood Studios launch of what? Restoration, rehabilitation, transformation of our queens and kings. We're going all over the world, and everywhere they've inserted their Aryan lie, we're going to expose it. And on the 5th, Every fifth, I'm going to take you to Spain, and I'm going to show you the worship of the god Poseidon, the fake god Poseidon. And this is the seat of Aryan white supremacy in the West. Every year on the 5th, they do a black face sailing where they put on the fascist, German, Viking, who claims he's the king of the North. This is what Santa Claus is. Root word of Santa is Satan, Saint Nicholas. And it's written in the word of God, Revelation 2 and 3. I hate the deeds of the Nicolaitans. And they call him Saint Nicholas. He's the Nicolaitans that Revelation 2 and 3, 4 times God said, I hate the deeds of people who worship because they're worshiping Poseidon in secret. And in Spain is where black Pan-Africans from the Kingdom of Mali and Nigeria and West Africa in the 1100s, Mansa Musa went over into Egypt and bowed down to Vikings and pledged fealty, meaning we pledge our allegiance to the Vikings of East Germany. They created Arab imposters in the lands of the Midianite kings. Zipporah's father is the Midianite king of kings. Ain't no Arabs in those lands. It belongs to the Medes. And Sheba is the daughter of the Midianite queens. So you have the Medes, the Midianites, or the Assyrians. We are the kings of earth, and our queens are the queens of Sheba, the only crowns on earth. And we here to crown every nation, kindred, tongue, and people are the offspring of the 2 nations that I just explained. But when you lift up Aryan white supremacy, when you lift up Rome, when you lift up Greece, when you do not pay honor and glory to the heritage and the customs of our kingdom, you are a bastard outcast, just like the 1/3. Ain't no Africans. Ain't no Pan-Africans. You don't have no ancestors. The Yoruba don't have no ancestors. Dagon is the god of the Dogon people in West Africa, where your Santeria was created, and all of the gods that y'all worship are fake imposters of the Egyptian gods that we slaughtered head up. They just changed the names of the Egyptian gods. You don't have no ancestors. Because when the Egyptians came with Osiris and Horus and Isis, God sent the Midianites, Jethro and Zipporah, to train Moses to go back and tell Pharaoh, I'll slap you and your gods. So because the story and the legacy of their defeat and crushing is in the east, where the Nile River is, them niggas migrated as vagabonds, as refugees to West Africa and tried to rebrand themselves, and they used the same name and the same god, the Dogon. Dagon is Osiris. Dagon is Poseidon. The Greeks and the Romans call him Poseidon. The original Egyptians, who are the Philistines in Genesis chapter 10, they leave Egypt as losers and go and resurrect and start the same worship system. And all of these niggas in Hollywood, all of these record label niggas, all of these fallen fake Vikings who are impersonating the 12 tribes of Dan. Do you know the most apostate and abominable tribe of Israel was Dan? That's why they call it Sudan. The Latins, mi casa, su casa, right? My house, your house. Sudan. The tribe of Dan was the most lawless. Jeroboam was the king. He set up 2 golden calf idols. And the 10 tribes of Israel got cut off from God because the tribe of Dan led all of Israel into being the same bastard outcast that Satan and 1/3 of the angels. The tribe of Dan led all of Israel to choose to be Philistines instead of God's children. So there are no children of Israel. Ain't no lost tribe. Paul told you there's no Hebrews or Greeks. When they killed the Son of God, they are always dead to him. And so the war has been the fallen 12 tribes of Dan, who are Philistines. The Philistines, Goliath, David cut off his head, and his people still rebelled against God. Today, the black people all over the world rebelling against God are the same ones from the very beginning. And the same people chopping off their heads all throughout history is us. So if you want to be a slave to some black niggas who have never won, keep worshiping these rap niggas. But if you want kings like Nipsey Hussle, that's all we run with. If you want Nas, you already bodied the clown. You can't come back 30 years later and then embrace the nigga and his camp. You throw away the crown of your son. You said my son and star will be my resurrection, born in correction. You throw away the whole heritage and legacy that you built for your son. Your daughter Destiny will be taken. Listen, they will do your daughter Destiny the same way they did Whitney Houston. Play around and endorse Jay-Z. Play around and endorse Def Jam and them niggas that you already separated yourself from. How you gonna come back? Listen, you gotta stick to the script, bro. Hit Boy can't be in your camp. That's another one of Jay-Z's little Pharrell flunky niggas. Hit Boy? Nigga, he another nigga that, just like Kanye, that he been bending over. Bro, you already separated yourself. You already killed these niggas. How you gonna come back? Listen, man. Bro. You don't need their approval, homie. When you got the streets, listen, the Grammys don't mean nothing, nigga. Listen, Nipsey Hussle came 25 years after you and was saying the same thing. All you're supposed to do is stand on the separation that you did in 93, and then Nipsey Hussle came out in 2018 and co-signed. Now they gonna give you a producer after these niggas killed Nipsey Hussle, so that now Jay-Z can go with his wife and act like and live the life that he seen Nipsey Hussle carve out, just like you told him in Ether. You said you can't listen. Running through my projects, I ain't even give you my number. You calling my building, running from niggas in the projects, scared lame nigga. Then you told the nigga, you Tybo hoe, trying to work it out? Nigga, how you going? Come on, son. If you bodied the nigga like that, if that's the nigga who he is, that's the nigga who he still is. He ain't changed in 30 years. What you think niggas done forgot? We seen how Def Jam created the mixtape we seen how Lawyer Cohen and Rick Rubin and Russell Simmons created the mixtape era with transvestite sleeping with niggas. LL Cool J created the blend tape right when you came out, crushing This nigga taking the title first. Wasn't nobody thinking about no Jay-Z. These niggas undercut all your album sales. Def Jam did. What now? What? Cause they willing to give you a stamp. They need you to stamp Jay-Z, nigga. You got the bread. You got the street cred. Crush that nigga, yo. Take that nigga wife. Cause the children in this generation, I got 4. From 24 down to a newborn. My brother just had a newborn. Listen, we're going to erase them niggas from history. The only niggas that will survive my children's generation and pass down to my grandchildren's generation is the Nipsey Hussles and the Nas's. Nas, if you cross over to a Jay-Z, if you cross over to a 50 Cent, if you cross over to them niggas, you throw your whole legacy away, homie. You out investing the nigga. You don't need their approval, bro. Beyonce, you told the nigga you was gonna upgrade him. You upgraded him. Now it's time to dump that nigga. It's called unequally yoked. All right? So when I talk to Jay-Z, when I talk to Nas and Beyonce, I'm also talking to my children, to my firstborn son. When I say what I say to Nas, because we are archetypes. When you stick to the script, the same thing I'm saying to Nas, I'm saying to my 8-year-old. My son and star will be my resurrection, born in correction. Or listen, everything I say to Beyonce, I'm saying to my 16-year-old pre-destiny. Beyonce is Destiny's child. I gave birth to pre-Destiny's child. My mother's dreams, hopes and dreams, listen, are the same hopes and dreams that Nas' mom had for Nas and Jungle. My mom's hopes and dreams are the same hopes and dreams that Tina Knowles had for Beyonce. My grandmother's hopes and dreams is the same. Listen, these lionesses are cut from the same cloth. And these clowns came from families whose parents, for some strange reason, allowed the streets to erode their morals. So when these European bastards come to destroy the home, to destroy the family, to destroy the covenant, to destroy the children, to destroy women. All through, listen, the whole time in Stillmatic and Illmatic, you told the world, nigga, we got the videos where you went on the radio and said, yo, this nigga hate women. 30 years ago, you exposed the man. How you gonna get in songs with the nigga now, bro? Ain't nothing changed, yo. So listen, Nipsey Hussle, before he died, before they took his life, Jay-Z got the blood of Nipsey Hussle on his hands. Jay-Z and Puffy are all co-conspirators, and we will require an accounting for every drop of blood. So listen, Nipsey Hussle said, listen, when I expose this Dr. CB thing, y'all better ride for me. And all of these niggas is doing is channeling the fame that he had, trying to jump in the lane. Ain't nobody standing on the principles and banging for. So listen, he talked about a movie. Hollywood created a movie. And the movie is called The Spooks by the Door. The Spooks by the Door. It's in Blue Laces too. Go check it out. Spook by the Door. Every movie that Hollywood has done, they've done it based off of us, our track record, crushing them straight out of the Bible. Straight out of the Bible. So let me tell you where the plot, the storyline came in the Bible for them to create Spooks by the Door. Joshua and Caleb. So for all y'all from the streets who don't really know, listen, my mama taught Sunday school and Sabbath school on top of being a double music major at the #1 school of the arts for people of color, for Kush in the world, Oakwood University. The #1 high school, School of the Arts in the world, Pine Forge Academy, outside of Philadelphia, Huntsville, Alabama, over 100 and something years, 125 years, 130 years, the university. It's a woman by the name of Eva B. Dykes. It's a woman by the name of Alma Blackman. It's a woman by the name of, here's the queen, Ham's Anna Knight. Anna Knight was the true soldier. And then we got Ellen Gould Harmon, passing for white. Ellen Gould Harmon, passing for white. Our queens used their lighter shades to advance the family members of the darker shades that was being slaughtered. In Trenton, we got a queen by the name of Athing Mu. Athing Mu. She just killed in the Olympics. She runs the 800-meter race. So when you talk about Nipsey Hussle in the marathon, they call Nipsey Hussle Thundercat. Lauren London, my wife, is the heir to the Trenton Thundercats, the renowned supernaturals at the door Thundercats. And we are the renowned supernatural Thundercats, sons of God, sons of thunder. So Nipsey Hussle talked about the renowned supernaturals at the door, the renowned supernatural Thundercats. Joshua and Caleb scouted out the land. This is the same land that God had told Abraham, go to a land that I will show you. It's the same land that God told Moses, go tell Pharaoh to let my people go. Now he brings Joshua on the door of the land. All of the Philistines that I was telling you about, Goliath and all of them niggas, they live in the land. They done built cities. Sodom and Gomorrah is in the land. Jericho is in the land. All of the cities, all of the kingdoms. Jerusalem is already built there. Jerusalem was already built. The Hebrews ain't built nothing. The Greeks and Romans ain't built nothing. Cush, Ham's children, built every kingdom on earth. The renowned supernatural Thundercats at the door was at the door of the promised land. We the renowned supernatural Thundercats. The same greatest of the kings of the East. Trenton, New Jersey is the New Jerusalem. Huh? Trenton, New Jersey is the New Jerusalem. Joshua and Caleb was going to scout out Jerusalem. We are the kings of the New Jerusalem. Remember, when nobody else knew who the king of the king was. Nas, you go by the name of God's son, right? When God's son was sent, 3 kings from the kings of the East came. They wasn't no magi. They wasn't no magic niggas. All of the magic niggas lived in Jerusalem. All of the magic niggas was lost. All of the niggas practicing magic was the niggas who killed God's son. The faithful kings. The Midianite kings. The kings of Sheba. The kings of Cush. The kings of Havilah. The Assyrian kings came with gold, frankincense, and myrrh. My family is the line of the Franks. My family is the line of the Franks. Every last one of my grandfathers going back in the United States of America, the Franks. Y'all talking about y'all smoking green. We burn the most potent We burn the most potent with the Most High God. God smoked with Noah in Genesis 9. Frankincense. The Most High God. We are the kings of the frankincense. Cush. What? African. Zulu. The hell is a Zulu? If y'all don't get them clown, Nigeria. Them clowns. Barack Obama from Kenya. If y'all don't get, listen. If it ain't ITB, they an imposter. So